We have to talk about the monkeypox, or rather, are we going to see another lockdown soon? Are we going to see new vaccine mandates? Things are developing rapidly. And I have talked about this before actually, and I was kind of ridiculed, and that's okay, that's how it goes. Now, as I'm recording this, it is early morning, the 17th of August 2024. Last night they said that it's now spreading rapidly. And I made some notes. You know how it is when I make notes. It's serious, and I'll do my best. Also moving forward to keep you guys informed. But as always, please go out there, gather proper information, and keep yourself informed. But it's nice if you follow my channel here as well, of course. Okay, so monkeypox, or should I say Mpox. We're going to get to why they have changed the name. But it's been around for a while. And last time they tried to pull it off, it didn't stick, because apparently it was affecting almost only, how should I put this, gay men who are very sexually active. And that's not really a good narrative in the current politically correct climate. But now this virus has mysteriously mutated, and the narrative now, or what they are saying, is that it is now spreading much more easily, and it is affecting especially children. So they have changed the name from monkeypox to Mpox, I believe, to take away the image of this being something happening in the jungle in Africa. The new variant is called Clade 1b. It will give rash and very nasty and painful blisters, a fever, headache, general pain in the body. They say that the new mutation is spreading much more easily by touching someone who has the disease, or touching, for instance, the clothing that someone who had Mpox was wearing. If someone sneezes or coughs in close proximity to you, you can also apparently catch the virus. It is now apparently, as far as we know, it's been detected in 13 countries. I am seeing headlines that it is also in the USA. They have discovered the virus there in waste water, and it is in Sweden. So I'm in Norway. It's very close to Norway. Now, the World Health Organization has declared that this is now a matter of no, they have declared that it's a global health emergency, or a matter of international concern. But the key word here is global health emergency. What comes next, if this develops, is that they will declare a pandemic. And this is important. These words are extremely important. Because if the World Health Organization declares a pandemic, all of the countries where the governments signed the pandemic treaty will have to follow the guidelines and do as the World Health Organization decides. That can include new lockdowns, isolating people in their homes, vaccine mandates, and who knows what, because they have given up the national sovereignty, and they have put their the fate of their citizens into the hands of the World Health Organization. And I believe most Western countries did sign up, sadly, to the pandemic treaty. Norway is among those countries, and I worry about that. I'm not going to bend the knee. I'm not going to be doing as they say. I have my own mind, and I'm sure you guys do as well. And it's important to keep an eye on this, to keep an eye on how the narrative is being built. We are witnessing this in real time now. And I predict that the narrative will be that this is very, very dangerous to children. Because that was the missing part last time. And I predict that that's what they are going to run with now, this time. Also, as I've said many times, I believe, we will have new lockdowns. They are going to do that again. And it's important, very important, that we all prepare so that we are as independent and self-sufficient as possible. Because if you are completely dependent on the grid, and by the grid I mean, the food, communication, water, and so on and so on. If you're completely dependent on the grid, it will be very difficult not to do as they say. Because they will starve you if they have to. They will shut off the power to your home if they think that that's what's needed to be done to make you bend the knee and do as they say. This is big money. This is the transition phase into feudalism 2.0. And I don't care if there are people out there right now who are writing that, oh, there you are again, a conspiracy theorist. And to those people I will say, have you learned nothing? Have you learned completely nothing during the last few years? I don't know for sure if this is going to be like the new lead to the new big lockdown. There are headlines in media now claiming that the World Health Organization is telling countries to prepare for a new lockdown, a major, huge lockdown of everything. But I don't know. We will learn more in the coming days. But what is absolutely certain here is that if this is not the one, then it's only a matter of time before we do get into new lockdowns, new vaccine mandates. And people are easy victims now because everything is surveilled, everything is monitored. People are carrying a surveillance device in their pocket. Most people are completely dependent on the grid. And people are tired. They are struggling financially. People are having a difficult time. So when we add something like a disease and lockdowns and all of that to the equation, a lot of people will have it will be difficult to keep standing with a straight back and say no. Many people will not be able to do that. But we will resist. I will resist, and I believe that you will resist. We will remain strong. We will keep an eye on the situation. And as I always say, let's be objective, rational. Let's not believe in everything we hear on YouTube. Let's not believe in everything we read in mainstream media. There will be a lot of sensationalism in the following days and weeks. Also crazy claims. Follow the money, as always. Let's try to be, what's the term? Level-headed. Let's try to remain calm and sensible. We can expect our governments to go back to using scare tactics. I guess you all know that among others, the government in the UK, they had to admit that they hired professionals to scare the population into obedience, actually. I mean, what kind of psychopaths are they? I mean, and I don't think the new Labour government is any better. If anything, I think they might turn out even worse. But we'll see. I wish I wouldn't have had to make this video. There are much nicer things to talk about. But here we are, again. Okay, thank you for watching, and as always, we will remain strong. Skål.